Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1, GV Whiskey 1, Good Vibrations. Yesterday I received the May 2019 issue of QST magazine, a magazine I get for life because I'm a life member of the ARRL, American Radio Relay League. I always turn to page 24 first to read what members have to say, correspondence from members. And I read in there something about split frequency operation common with DX operators, where, say, the DX station will transmit on 14.030 megahertz, but listen for signals on 14.040 megahertz. And stations who call the DX station should call on 14.040. Usually they say something like up 10 or something like that. If you're a DXer, you know what I mean. If you're not, you can ask some of your local DXers and they'll tell you more about it. It's a rather common practice to avoid signals transmitting on top of the DX station, causing unwanted QRM. But sometimes operators fail to realize that this is happening and inadvertently call the station back on the operating frequency of the DX station. Of course, the DX doesn't hear them, but everybody who's trying to listen to the DX does. You can read that on page 24. Split frequency operation. Now I have a question for you. Have any of you ever had occasion to try split band operation, where, for example, you transmit on 14.030 megahertz, but listen on 7.030 megahertz, so that if someone wants to call you, they are going to have to transmit a full 7 megahertz lower in frequency and on another band. Split band operation, I call that. Propagation conditions will be greatly different, of course, on 7.030 versus 14.030 as compared with 14.030 versus 14.040. But there may be anomalies in propagation that make it necessary to do that, or you may just have done it for some other reason. So I'm asking you, my viewers, have you ever done this? Have you ever engaged in HF, in particular HF, high frequency? That's the 80 through 10 meter bands. Have you ever engaged in that kind of split frequency operation? And if so, why? Stan Gibilisco signing off, saying 73 and so long, which, in my native fist, of course, always, shall translate to da-da-da-da-da-da.